You're listening to Change Your POV Podcast, episode 79. So it was just an experiment to say, just thinking about things differently can put you in a different state of mind and yield results that doing nothing but that would do. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So that's kind of what these challenges are for, is to get us to think about things differently.
Well, it just shows the power of the mind, you know?
The power of the mind. Absolutely. Yeah, man.
Welcome to Change Your POV Podcast, helping you navigate transitions in your life, like entering and exiting college or the military, changing jobs or careers, and providing you with the coaching and mentorship needed to help you advance in your personal or professional life. Sometimes all you need is to change your point of view. Now, here's your host, Eddie Lazary.
Hello, folks, and welcome to Change Your POV Podcast. We are your hosts, Eddie Lazary.
And I'm Bennett.
And we are here talking about, we're talking about 30-Day Well Fit Challenge. And this is week 3. We are in week 3 now of our 30-Day Well Fit Challenge. And as everyone knows that's been following along, I pose a challenge to Bennett for the week, and he poses a challenge to me for the week. And so we're still going to write this out and put it on the web page like we normally do and on Facebook. But what we're going to do is we're going to talk about my challenge, and he's going to talk about his challenge in this episode. And so everybody can kind of listen to what's going on. So basically, Bennett's challenge to me was to come up with 10 things or 10 items. It could be, a book or a show or people or whatever, just 10
quotes,
ways.
whatever.
Yeah.
Affirmations,
whatever. 10 things that I do or like or read or whatever to help me stay motivated. Right. So 10 motivation hacks, we'll call them. And so I've got my 10, and that's what we're going to talk about tonight. And Bennett, why don't you explain your challenge?
So Eddie challenged me to figure out 10 different things that I would use. I guess was it a generalized question, but I took it as things that I'm doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To increase my movement throughout the day, whether it's at work or at home or whatever. So I'm not sitting on my ass just getting fatter. So that's what it is. And I have my list of 10. And I have to, full disclosure, I haven't done all 10 so far this month, but I'm instituting all 10. I've done about 7 of them.
Okay. That's good though. I mean, it's the whole point of this whole point of that challenge, Bennett, is to, I knew you were going to capture some things you were already doing, but the reason I said 10 is because I wanted you to stretch, to think a little bit about something that maybe perhaps that you weren't doing that you could do to help increase your movement or, to stand or whatever. Right. So I'm listening to a book right now. It's called The Code of the Extraordinary Mind. I believe you've already read that, Bennett. And
but
it's
I did also buy the
audio. Yeah. And it's awesome. It's actually narrated by the guy. And I got to the part in the book where he talks about, and I'm just going to briefly say this on air. And there was a study done, and I really love his book because it's just chocked full of like case studies and experiments that scientists and people of education, universities and things like that have done. And so the study, the part that I listened to today, here's the study, and I thought it was awesome. They took some hotel maids. I don't know how many. It must have been 30 or 40 or so. They got these hotel maids together, and they asked them they gave them like a questionnaire, right? They said, how much physical activity or exercise do you get on a monthly basis, weekly basis, daily basis, that kind of a thing. It was just a questionnaire. And like more than like 70% or something like that said that they got little to no exercise on a, daily, weekly, and monthly basis. And all of them basically said that they could do more exercise. And but what they didn't realize was, I mean, they're maids at a
Yeah,
hotel
their
room, and so
job
they're
was
changing.
basically freaking
Yeah,
exercise.
yeah, they changed an average of 15 rooms a day, right? And that's changing the bed sheets and
And that's
vacuuming the
each.
floor and each,
Yeah.
yeah, each. Yeah. So I don't know, for those of you that have ever cleaned your house at home, you know that that cleaning is a
Yeah.
physical activity,
I
right?
sweat.
Yeah. I do the dishes and I'm like, all right, I'm done, right? So they got these maids, and that's what they do for a profession, is they are, they're changing an average of 15 rooms out a day, but yet when they're asked how much because they didn't associate their work with exercise, okay? And so what they did then as part of the study was they took 44, I think it was in the 40s anyway, like 40 something maids. I don't know if they were some of the same maids. I think there's some were the same maids, some are different maids. But they pulled them aside and they brought somebody in that basically give them some education that says, okay, there was a study that was done, and the amount of physical activity that you guys perform in your jobs on a daily basis of cleaning rooms and changing, beds out, et cetera, actually meets the U.S. Drug and Health Administration's expectations of good exercise or something to that effect. Basically saying that you guys, by performing your duties, are getting the required amount, if not more than the required amount of exercise needed on a daily basis to be healthy,
Right.
right?
Right.
And then so they educated them and they put this thought into their head. And then they posted some like posters around their workplace wherever they go and get like new little baby soaps or whatever. They put like posters around that say, climbing the stairs and changing the beds, and you're getting your exercise. So it basically put a totally different thought in their head. And they let them, what they did is they took all their measurements, their height, their weight, their BMI, and everything before the study. And then when they were sitting here, when they filled it out saying that they weren't getting any exercise, they took all their measurements. And then they took a part, a sector of those people, and then embedded this thought in their head, and then let them go for a while, a couple months or something like that, and then brought them back and the ones that had that thought embedded in their head,
Yep.
they redid their measurements. They didn't change anything about their job. They still did the same exact job, um, but because they believed that what they were doing was exercise, and they met they met or exceeded the minimum requirements for a healthy lifestyle and exercise, etc. I think it was better than 70% saw improvement in they had weight loss, they had lower BMI, and they were just in better health, and it was all because of just the way that they thought about doing their job that they were always doing. So it was just an experiment to say, just thinking about things differently can put you in a different state of mind and yield results that doing nothing but that would do. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So that's kind of what these challenges are for, is to get us to think about things differently,
Well, it
or
just
put
shows the
thoughts
power
in
of the
our head.
mind,
The power of the mind. Absolutely. Yeah, man. And that's what I'm really starting to
And that's what
really,
Vishen's book's all about too. So
yeah,
that's how
I'm
you say
really
his name. Vishen
Vi-
Lakiani.
Vishen Lakiani.
Something like that.
All right. God
I've
bless
heard
you.
him say it, and that's how he
Yeah.
says it. So good enough. Close enough, buddy. Close enough, Vishen. Vishen.
So,
Mr.
so
Malaysia.
that's, yeah, he's from Malaysia.
I
Yep.
mean, he spent a lot of time in the U.S., but he couldn't afford to really start his company in America, so he moved to Malaysia, and now it's worldwide. Shit's no joke. The
Yeah.
company is
Yep.
Mind Valley, by the way, folks,
Mind Valley. Yep.
and hopefully, uh, I'm hoping, because I'm approaching them soon. I haven't talked to you about this much either, Eddie. And
Oh.
it's more news
More surprises
that
for me?
hopefully will be affiliates with Mind Valley.
Oh, nice. Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I used to be an affiliate, but I just didn't have enough following. That was with Warrior Hall,
Uh-huh.
and it just doesn't fit with a nonprofit. Let's be honest.
Right.
It just didn't, but it fits with Change Your POV.
Yeah, it is.
So
Especially after this
yeah,
weekend when we go to
yeah.
Hells yes.
So
So we're going so this is official. We are meeting for the first time this Sunday, and we are meeting halfway in Albany, New York, or just south of that to go to.
actually, Woodstock, New York, which is kind of funny.
Is that where it's
Yeah,
at?
it's in Woodstock.
And it's called the
Zen Mountain Monastery.
Monastery. Zen Mountain Monastery. So Bennett and I are going to meet there for the first time, and we're going to go meditate at a monastery in the mountains. And then we're
Catskill
going to,
Mountains.
yeah. And then we're going to bring our computers, and
Do a
we're going to
live
try to
broadcast.
do a live broadcast, not
Not
in the
from Bennett,
monastery.
right? Just somewhere else. We'll figure that.
Can you imagine that? They'd be like, thank you, but you
Wait,
must leave.
hold on. That shit's. You're not doing that shit here. Maybe.
You
Never
know,
know. I guess, but
you never know. They have their own podcast too, by the way.
right.
And I've been listening to that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Like,
let's get into this. So how do you want to work this? Do you want to go and talk about your 10, then I talk about my 10, or do we want to alternate? How do you want to do it?
well, let's just kind of go through it and talk about. I'll start. And
Okay.
we'll just kind of go through and talk about some of these things. So, number one for me, now these are, things to increase movement throughout your day that are really simple to do. And I'll tell you which ones I actually do and which ones I just pulled out of my ass.
And the ones that you're working on implementing.
Right. So, standing at my desk. Now, luckily where I work, they have desks that actually go up and down, so you can stand at it. Right?
Yeah.
So two things that I want to do. Now, this goes hand in hand with sitting on an exercise ball.
I'm glad you said exercise ball.
Yes, sitting on an exercise ball, Swiss ball, whatever you want to call it. Motherfucking phone. Sitting on a Swiss ball, right? The other thing that I was thinking about is getting one of those half balls, and standing on that while I stand at the desk.
Ooh, like improve balance,
Yeah,
right?
correct. And
That's
you
interesting.
engage all your, all these little muscles.
Yeah.
And actually, that just popped into my head.
That's a good one.
But do that too, because you engage your core, you engage all the little muscles in your legs and feet. Because, I have ankle issues. So I need to, if there's anything that I can do to strengthen my feet and ankles,
yeah,
by all means,
right.
So yeah, so there's actually three, but that's the standing on the ball thing is bonus. On the half ball, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Number 3 is take the stairs whenever possible. We do have a decent amount of stairs where I work. They do have escalators, but it's only like 3 stories. But whenever I come into work, I take stairs. Whenever I leave, whenever I go on break, a lot of times I go because I'll go outside and walk around just to get up and out, on the, because that's one of my things too, is I actually get up and on breaks I walk around just to get moving.
So real quick, back on the standing, there's an article by the Smithsonian that talks about the 5 health benefits of standing at a desk. And it says spending more of your day standing could reduce the risk of obesity, diabetes. Hold on. All right. Obesity, diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and cancer. Can you believe that?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is amazing. Just from standing.
Wow.
That's amazing. Yeah. Yeah, the average office worker spends 5 hours and 41 minutes sitting each day at his or her desk. That's just insanity.
That is pretty sad. I mean, so going with the standing too is whenever I do the podcast, not every single time, but the majority of the time I stand.
Right. And that's something that I'm starting as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
Yep. Cool.
yeah. Number 4 is do 5 push-ups every hour. So
Mm.
literally what I'll do is I'll stop, and people have given me look. They've been like, "What the hell are you doing?" And I'm like, "Whatever." So I just step back and I do 5 push-ups, right? But
Yeah.
so here's what's happening is I have replaced those push-ups with
Mhm.
burpees.
Oh, nice. Because you're doing a burpee
I'm
challenge
doing
right
a
now?
burpee challenge right now, which is, oh, Jesus. A few months ago, I did 1,000 in the month of May, I think it was, or something. April. Maybe it's April.
Yeah.
April or May. Well, this is
Right.
2,000. So
Holy
I
cow,
got to do
really?
65 a day.
Holy cow. All at one time, or you could break it
No,
up?
I mean, I break it up into like a 10-hour block where I'm
Yeah.
actually going to end up doing more than 2,000, but I do 7 an hour, 10 hours a day.
That's crazy.
So
And
I have
you
an alarm on my phone
yeah.
that's set up at intervals of 1 hour. It's called, I can actually give you the app.
Oh, it's an app, huh?
It's an app called, oh shit, where the hell is it? Habit List.
Habit list. Oh, so you can use that app for other
Oh
things
yeah,
other
man.
than
So I do it to talk about, like, yeah, I mean, you
cool.
set it up to download. Like, I have another one of the alerts that I have is to download podcasts every morning. So it just
Mm.
reminds me that before I walk out the door when I have Wi-Fi to
Yeah.
update, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh,
Um,
like the ones like on your phone that you're gonna listen to.
right. And then also to post like stuff on Facebook at certain times
Right.
throughout the week.
Got it.
What's the other one? Post blog post. Like, it's to on Thursdays, it's Tuesdays and Thursdays to post the episodes and fancy pictures for CNS.
Got it.
Things like that.
Yep.
So you can do whatever, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's cool. I like
It's a
that.
pretty
So the
cool
app is habit list,
habit
right?
list.
Okay.
And then yeah, like I have reminders to like remind me to meditate, to like do breathing exercises, things like that. Just simple
Oh, I
shit.
got one.
Just simple
I
shit
got
all day
one.
long.
So you can put there's no limit to the number of
Yeah, I haven't. I've
reminders,
got like 7 different reminders. So,
or can you add more than that, than
oh, I'm
7? Like
sure.
what's the
I'm sure. Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
Well, could you add another one?
Sure.
Turn phone off when recording
Or
episode.
douche. Total douchery.
I'm fucking with you. Okay,
Yeah.
next.
So yeah, so I do that 10 hours a day, 7 burpees every hour for 10 hours.
And so another thing that I do since we started this 30-day WellFit challenge, I don't watch a lot of TV because I'm too busy recording podcasts
or writing or whatever.
or writing or cooking or whatever I find myself. But occasionally I'll treat myself to watch some TV. But I made a kind of a condition for myself, and I said I'll watch TV only if I end up doing like 20 push-ups during the commercials. So that's, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
another thing you could do.
Yeah.
Use the commercials as a trigger to do
And
the
I mean, you
burpees
don't
and
have to do
push-ups.
anything that's gonna like kill you. I mean, like literally,
No,
if you're watching, just do like 5 push-ups. 5.
right,
5.
right.
What the fuck
And
is
you
that?
can you can even do sit-ups while you're watching TV. So it's not even
Right.
taking anything away.
So
You know
the
what I
other
mean?
thing that's really simple and that I do, and I'm still doing this one, even with the burpees, because let me
Hmm.
tell you, at work today, I don't wear dress clothes, but I wear, like, slacks and a polo, and
Right. Yeah.
so when I drop down and do freaking 7 burpees, people look at me like I'm fucking high. But whatever, dude. I don't care.
Yeah.
Don't judge
Whatever.
me.
Right.
This is what I'm doing. Look at
Yeah.
you. Look at you, cheeseburger.
That's
You
right.
know what I
Yep.
mean? So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a fat guy doing burpees, but guess what? They're gonna make me way less fat.
So when are we gonna get a video of you doing
Oh
some burpees?
Jesus, I can have Danielle probably take one after
Yeah.
next
Could you?
week.
Because
Next week,
because
we'll be like going through the mall, and I'll
yeah.
drop down and do like 7 burpees. Fuck it.
Hell, dude, you got to get that on video,
I
bro.
know, but it happened like so. It's happening like I'm sitting there I shit you not. So when I worked for as a peer support specialist for the homeless program.
Yeah.
I was in the middle of a group, a substance abuse group.
Yeah, like AA kind of thing.
And my timer went off, and I was like, everybody's like, what the hell was that? And I'm like, just give me a minute. So I stood up and I did like 4 burpees or whatever hell I had to do. They're like, what in the hell was that? These are all veterans, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
With guys with substance use issues.
Right.
Like, well, this is what's going on. They're like, that shit's motivating, dude. So
Really?
whatever, man. I don't care.
Yeah. Right.
I just
Fuck
don't.
it.
Fuck it.
Yeah, man.
I'll run on the side of the fucking highway.
Yeah, we got some shit. We got a
serious
goddamn.
as fuck about this shit, people. You
Right.
understand? I am so sick of being where I'm at, or where I was freaking 3 weeks ago.
Right.
Okay? I'm
You have to be
sakes,
sick to
like,
make.
seriously. Oh my God. Oh my
Yeah.
God. So done. So done with it. I can't even express this to you. So it's like people look, and it's like I went through this in one of my videos, and I'm like, people are like looking at me like, I'm giving them, I'm not like verbal diarrhea, giving them advice at work and stuff. No. But if you ask me, hold the fuck on, y'all, because it's coming.
Right.
Yeah,
man.
because
Yeah, you're not like.
I'm not bullshitting. I'll give you exactly what I'm doing.
Right. It's not like you're going door to door throwing
No.
this shit down people's throats, but
Like
yeah.
but there's some verbal spam probably going down, and verbal diarrhea here and there. But you know what? Too bad. Too fucking bad. I'm motivated about it. It's like a reformed smoker.
Hell yeah.
The next worst thing after a reformed smoker is a reformed fat person. So it just is. The problem is that I've been a reformed fat person more than once.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
fuck it.
but this time, I don't know why it's different, but it's just different. It just is.
Because you got me, bro. And we're doing this challenge.
Too damn old to keep doing this shit.
That's right. Fuck
All
it.
right.
And I got to tell you, another reason why you got to get that on video is because if you get Danielle to record it, turns out everyone likes her videos on Facebook, because the last one that she recorded got like 62,000 like reach, man. It's insanity. So yeah,
the views are what, 4,700 right now. Now here's the catch: that's completely organic.
Oh yeah.
No, nothing paid. It's the torch the shit out of my shirt, which I have to admit, it's freaking funny.
It is.
A little shout out to my buddy Andrew McDowell in Boston, who's doing the 30-day WellFit challenge with us.
Hell yeah.
His comment was classic. He's like, yep, that looks like an upstate freaking Viking funeral to me.
Yeah, because you had it on the like planks of wood and shit.
Yeah, that shit was really funny. Anyway,
that was awesome. Good show, Andrew.
Shout out to Ranger Up. I apologize for burning that shirt, but
it was for a good cause.
So
hell yeah, man.
Sorry.
We're gonna
enough that I've bought since then to make up for it. So
yeah. Okay.
All right. So next thing is, especially in like the corporate world, if you're a manager or something like that, have walking meetings.
I love that. Somebody mentioned that to me once at a previous company that I worked at, and I thought they were smoking crack.
Right.
But then I did one. I actually had a meeting I had to go to. It was myself and like 4 other people. And I said, hey, let's go for a walking meeting. And we just walked around the campus. And well, let me tell you something. We knew exactly where we were going to walk, and we knew when it was going to end. And we basically said, all right, well, this meeting's got to wrap. It's got to be over by the time we get back to the entrance. And so the meeting actually went shorter. We got more accomplished in the meeting itself, and we got exercise while we were doing it. It was amazing.
Such a waste of freaking time, dude.
Yeah, they are.
God, it's horrible.
Yeah.
So yeah, have walking meetings. All right, literally walk up to people and be like, "Walk with me. Let's go."
Mm-hmm.
And another one is walk while you talk on the phone. If you have the capability to either have like I suggest, I understand, but if you have a way to like use your mobile phone to
Mhm.
have like business. It's goes hand in hand with the walking meeting. How many times are you on the phone for work? You know what I mean? And if you
Right.
can get up and be like, here, let me call you right back on my phone. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? On either on your cell or if you have a cell for work. So that's what
Right.
I used to do when I had a work cell is I would
Mhm.
put my headset in and just
Right.
around the uh walk around the VA and just freaking walk, you know?
Hmm. That's a good one.
Yeah. And then one of the ones, all right. So one of the ones that I still do, even though I'm doing the burpees, is throughout the day, I do at least 50 air squats.
Ooh. Those hurt,
I
man.
love them. That's like one of my
Those
favorite
hurt.
exercises. I freaking love
Yeah.
them. So yeah, do 50 air squats. If you want to break it up across the board, just like do sets of 5 for, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do, or
Yeah.
do them like 25 when you get up, 25 before you go to bed, or whatever.
Yeah.
50 air squats. Now
And
this
if
is
you
one that I haven't done.
Well, hold on. If you're confused what an air squat is, you can go to changeyourpov.com/exercises, and there will be videos on there. There's a video on there about how to do a push up. There's one on there how to do
Like,
air squats, how to do a plank, and there's a fourth one, sit ups. I think it's push ups, sit ups, plank, and air
yeah.
squats that are on there. Sorry, go ahead.
Number 8, which is one that I haven't done, but you know what? I kind of do it because I just park wherever the hell there's a spot. I don't like luck and drive around for a half hour to find the closest parking spot. So anywhere you go to the grocery store, go to the mall, go to work, whatever, park farther away on purpose so you have to walk farther.
Yep.
Um, I really haven't made a conscious effort to do that, but I do make a conscious effort to not drive around and look for a parking spot. Like
Yeah.
I
You know
pick
what
a
I do?
lane and just drive down it
Yeah.
and then I park.
You know how people that have like brand new, really, really nice cars, how they park like the furthest away? Do you know what I'm
Or
talking about?
and then they'll park across like 3 spots.
Yeah, so that's what I do. I'll go to like the grocery store, to Walmart or wherever, and I'll find that guy that's got like the brand new Mercedes that he's parked like on the other end of the parking lot just to keep, and I'll park right next to his ass.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, man.
Very
Just for
nice.
just for fun.
Yeah, so that's it.
All right.
That's really it.
That's cool, man. So really, it doesn't take a whole lot of extra effort. These are things that we're doing every day anyway. Just finding a different way to think about things in order to increase your movement.
Right. One of
A
the
lot of
coolest things
people,
I wish I could get to, but I'm excited now because I'm gonna buy one of those standing balls.
yeah,
I'm gonna
still
talk to
go
them about it at work first
see if
because
you
I don't
can.
want there to be some kind of liability thing or whatever.
Oh
But they
yeah,
let
yeah,
me
yeah.
have the ball seat. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
Um,
All just one day, you just like,
yeah,
ah,
break a fucking ankle or something
I
while
broke
I'm
my
standing there.
fucking
How the
ankles.
fuck workman's comp for that shit? Explain that. You know what I mean?
Go to the doctor. The doctor's like, so what happened? You're like,
Well, I was there standing at my
so,
desk talking on the telephone, and
like no shit. There I was,
there I was, and the next thing I know, I fell
standing on
down and
my
broke my fucking ankle.
balls, and it just fucking fell.
Oh, it hurt so bad. Um, so yeah, but if you can do a treadmill desk,
Oh
they do
shit,
make
nice.
them.
Yeah, they do. They're expensive, but
They
yeah,
are
they make.
expensive, but you know what? Hey, what a good thing to pitch to a company
No shit, right?
who's really, I mean, shit, you don't think that like a group life insurance policy or a group health insurance wouldn't go, holy shit, man. So if people ask for them, you provide them with a treadmill desk,
Right.
then you don't think that that would save them. You never know. It might pay for itself, but I
Yep.
don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
So yeah,
I'd have to price one out and see what that
well,
costs.
I think they're anywhere from like 1,500. Well, see, they also have just the decks that you can put under a desk. So it's like
Oh,
plug in.
right.
So it's like a treadmill, but it's just the treadmill part. It's not the upper part.
Got
It's
it. Yeah.
just the tread part.
Yep.
Um, yeah, but I don't know, man.
Hmm.
Anyway, all I know is Mark
Cool.
Sisson, from the Primal Blueprint. He
Yep.
buys them for all his employees.
That's awesome. Because then you can like plug that shit into the power grid, and as your employees are walking to a
That would be
healthy
cool as
self,
shit. So
and then you get
I
like
just
power.
actually read an article where there's a company, it's a billionaire. He is developing a exercise bike
Yeah.
that plugs in. All right, so now they have these plug-in reverse where literally they tie into the grid through your electrical socket.
Nice.
Okay. So they
Yeah.
have these converters that will do that now.
No
I don't
shit,
know how
huh?
safe they are or anything, but either way, you could plug in so you don't have to get some like crazy grid tie system, right?
Right.
You can
Yeah.
buy a some solar panels, hook them to this converter, and then plug it into the wall, and it literally I know that they work.
Hmm.
Um, and you can pump juice back into the grid, right? Well,
That's
he's doing
cool.
the same thing, but making some kind of exercise bike
Yeah.
where you can do the same thing just riding your bike. So if you ride your bike 1 hour a day, it will do like the equivalent of like 4 hours of electricity for the average home.
No shit.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
So
I
he's
give that to my kids. Be like, all right,
yeah.
you want to watch TV?
Oh,
It's
see,
powered
all right,
by this bike right
you
here.
have to ride you got to ride this bike for half an hour before you do it,
Yeah, that's awesome.
right? Isn't that cool?
Cool, man. Yeah,
All right, man.
cool.
Your turn.
All right, my turn. Again, to give everybody a reminder what mine are. I have to come up with 10 things that motivate the hell out of me, and so here they are. And these are in no particular order. These are just in the order that I wrote them down as they came to me. It did not take that long to come up with them because I have a lot of shit that motivates me, man. I'm a very motivated guy. So the first one is mastermind group. I got a mastermind group that I attend every Wednesday. I really like the group. I like the people that are in it. And more than that, they challenge me. They challenge the status quo. They tear my shit apart and they ask me why I do the things that I do. And it's good, man. It's good for me. It's good to keep me going. There's an accountability piece to that where every week we tell the group what we are going to accomplish that week, and then we come back and we tell each other in the group whether or not we accomplished that task or not. And if we didn't, if we missed it, then we have to fork up $1. Granted, it's only $1, but man, just having some wager and having accountability in front of your
Yeah,
peers,
something's hanging over you regardless.
yeah, man, it forces you to get shit done. So that's been very beneficial. It keeps me motivated. Another one is Mr. Bennett Tanton, accountability partner. I cannot stress enough whenever you're tackling something in life, whether it's, trying to go for a new job or trying to lose weight or trying to quit smoking or trying to quit drinking or trying to get off the drugs or trying to, learn, whatever it is that you're trying to change in your life, having somebody to go through it with you or at least be there to talk to and kind of pitch ideas off of and struggles and whatever, because chances are you're going to have good days and you're going to have bad days. It's just the nature of the beast. That's life, man. That's the way it goes. But very few times will you approach a day where both you and your accountability partner are also having the same day. Turns out today was that day for both of us, though, dude. Right?
Yeah, no shit. Isn't that funny?
Yeah. I woke up this morning. I was not feeling it. A
No,
lot of
so
shit wrong.
I didn't do my workout this morning either. That was something I forgot to bring up in the video.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
I did so much shit at work that it kind of made up for it.
Right.
I frankly, as much stuff as I do now with the burpees and all that other shit, I almost
Yeah.
don't have to do like a morning workout. But not that I'm going to stop. It just kind of focuses me regardless. It's just part of
Right.
my morning ritual now. So at
Yes.
least 20 minutes. And usually my shortest workouts are the sprints.
Right. Exactly.
Um,
Yep.
so, and then I literally like meditate and then, or whatever the hell you want to call it. I don't exactly meditate. I do more of like a visualization thing, but I don't want to get into that right now. But you know what? Everyone knows what I do. Just listen to the freaking our episode on meditation.
Yeah.
That's what I do. It's
Right.
that 6 phase meditation from Mind Valley. Boom.
Right.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah, so accountability partner keeps me motivated. It's good because when I was in the military, you were surrounded by accountability partners everywhere. You didn't call them accountability partners. You didn't even recognize them probably as accountability partners, but they were people that were always like in your shit, right? In your ass if you weren't getting something done, and it's helpful, man. So I find that beneficial. So thank you, Bennett, for being there for me as an accountability partner. Those are a couple things. Number three, there's a book, The One Thing. The One Thing is an incredible book to teach you to get focused. I just got done listening to that one
So
before I
who is
started.
the author? Because I looked at it to buy it and I heard it through who had it in there? Somebody. I just had an Resist Average Academy podcast. Just had
Yes.
somebody that was talking. I think that's what it was. Shit. I listen to so many freaking podcasts I don't even know. Either
Yeah.
way, who was the
So
author? Because I
it,
was thinking about doing that or reading that
it
one anyway.
yeah, so it's by the author is Gary Keller and Jay Papasan.
Okay.
And it is excellent. I loved The One Thing. It just really
Oh
stretched
no,
my
you know
mind,
who it
man.
was? It was Sean Stevenson.
Oh yeah? Yeah,
Stevens?
yeah. Stevenson, I believe.
Stevenson. Yeah. Who is on two separate podcasts, The Good Dad Project and what's the other one?
I'm looking at
the
I'm looking
model
at it right
the
now.
model something.
Hold on. Oh, there he is. The Model Health
The Model
Show.
Health Show, which is a great show, by the way.
Yep. Sean Stevenson.
Sean
Yep.
Stevenson. Homeboy's got his shit straight.
Yeah, he
I think we
does.
need to try and get him on the show.
Yeah, we do. So The One Thing, I found that book absolutely amazing. And it was one that I'm gonna read over and over or listen to over and over and over again. And one of the things they talked in there is about um everyone talks about having willpower, right? You just gotta have the willpower to push
Yeah.
through it. Willpower.
Bullshit.
Well, what they teach in there is willpower is it's like kind of like gas in your car. You fill it up and then over time it depletes, right? So it's not an ever, your gas tank is not a never ending supply of gasoline. You got to
Right.
keep refilling it.
Yeah.
Well, willpower is the same. So willpower, and this is all backed up by case studies and things as well, which is very, very cool to listen to. But what they're saying is you wake up in the morning, you've got a certain amount of willpower, and as you go throughout the course of the day, every time your willpower is challenged, it diminishes. You consume it until you get to the point where by the end of your day, your willpower is basically gone. So what it's saying is, in order to change something in your life, like a routine or a diet or whatever the case may be, you have to turn it into something that is part of your routine. So you only need enough willpower in order to turn something into something that's now a new part of your life, right? A new routine. And they're saying that that takes 60, on average, 66 days
Yeah.
of doing the same
Absolutely.
thing.
Yes. That was one of the things that um remember we talked about that when we were talking about our 90-day block of
Yes,
stuff. So
right,
yeah.
right. And a lot of people are like, okay, well, if you know that it takes 66 days, then why are you doing a 30-day well fit challenge? Well, some people don't know is we're not
Well,
stopping at
everyone,
30 days.
basically everyone doesn't know.
Yeah,
Very few
everyone doesn't
people
know.
know.
We haven't said this yet openly, but I'll put a little teaser in here right now. So after the 30-day challenge, Ben and I are we're ramping things up and we're going into what's called our 60-day challenge. So in total, it's going to be 90 days. If you count the 30-day and the 60-day together, it's 90 days. But so the 60-day challenge, Bennett and I are going to ramp up the volume. We're going to turn the heat on much higher than it is now. The accountability is going to become more intense. The challenges are going to be more intense.
The
The
exercises, the
exercises are going to
diet, all
increase.
of it. I mean, the diet's
All
not
of
going to
it.
become more intense. It's just we're gonna give you way more tools to succeed
Right.
in the diet.
Right.
And it's
The
not
only
a
difference.
diet. It's just changing your lifestyle and the way that you
Change of
live.
lifestyle. Yep. The only difference is the 30-day well fit challenge. That was free for everyone to kind of do and to participate and watch us along as we go along. The 60 days, we're going to put that behind some closed doors, and we're gonna make that a paid option for anyone that wants to participate. The reason why is because it's going to require a lot more of our time, because there will be anyone that wants to participate. There's going to be an accountability piece. We're going to have a weekly teleconference where we're going to bring everybody in and talk about, how their week went, and everyone's going to be assigned challenges that they're going to be accountable to. And there's going to be some writing assignments. Everyone's going to get
Accountability partners, all
yeah, everyone's
kinds of
going to
stuff.
assign accountability partners. So if you are dead serious about turning this shit up and you want to participate in this, let us know. More details will follow as we get closer. But it's called the 60-day WellFit Challenge, and I think we put the price around $80 per person, and that's for the full
60 days.
60 days, and that includes everything.
Which
that
at the end of the
includes,
day, that's a small price to pay for
it really is
changing the
yeah.
rest of your life, period.
Yep.
And then
that's
I mean, I guess we could always talk about the rest of it too, is that we're looking at quarterly challenges.
right. So after the 60-day WellFit challenge is over, then we're going to do a 30-day finance challenge, which will be, it's basically the same thing we're doing now. Ben and I there'll be a different web page for that, and we're going to have a journaling aspect to that. There's going to be challenges associated with it, just like we're doing now, except it's going to be centric around finances, personal finances. And then we'll move that into a 60-day challenge and put that behind some closed doors. And then we'll move into, so we got 4 things so there's 4 quarters in a year, and it's going to be 4 things that we're going to do. So it's WellFit is the first one, finances is the second, and then we've got the third and the fourth one. And those are going to be geared around environment and spirituality. And we're not talking about religion
or Greenpeace.
Greenpeace.
Yeah. When you say environment, I'm saying we're not talking
environment.
about we're not talking about green peace
no.
that. We're talking about the environment that you create for yourself, where you live, who you spend time with, things like along those lines.
Your career, do you volunteer, do you anything that affects your environment,
people you hang out with, what you do in your spare time, shows you watch, everything.
Yep. So
and then the other one is mind, basically.
Yeah, spirituality, but I used a better term for that, and that was what did I call it? It's like being mindful, right? Mindfulness or spirituality. There was a better name for it that I used. I liked it better because it speaks more to what it is we're actually doing, and it's called. Hold on, I texted it to you, so I'm actually looking it up. I'm looking on our texts. Hold on. Oh, there we go. 30-day introspection challenge is what it's called. Introspection. That's right.
Yeah, 30-day finance, 30-day introspection, and 30-day environment.
Yep.
And 30-day WellFit.
That's right.
And then it'll start over next summer.
It will start over. Yep. And it'll be amped up even more. So,
and this is the thing. We're leading this. Like, we're right along there with you. So it's not like some guys barking bullshit at you. We're also living the challenge.
Yes.
And we will every year, because it's such an ongoing process.
Yep.
And you should always be in the freaking frame of mind to seek improvement and learn constantly until the day you die.
Absolutely.
Period. So, yeah.
And I will tell you, man, we're only in week 3 of this 30-day WellFit challenge, and I have learned so much, man, about myself, about my diet, and that's what's so cool about these challenges is, even though this is a 30-day WellFit challenge, like, I've learned elements of my personal finances relative to my diet. I have learned elements of my introspection. Yeah, it's all connected, dude. It is.
And it just kind of shows, and this is why we did WellFit first. Because if you don't have wellness, you don't have anything.
Right. I mean, it starts there.
At the end of the day, that's where it starts.
Yep.
So yeah, man, motivation. Keep going. So the one ended off with that. We're totally good.
That was number 3.
Right.
So number 4, and here we've kind of already talked about it. The Code of the Extraordinary Mind by who?
Vishen Likiani.
Vishen Likiani. So he's also the creator of Omvana, that app, the app on the phone
Yeah,
for
this is
the
all part
guided
of Mind
meditation.
Valley.
Yeah, man, it's pretty cool. I was listen. I actually listened to. I do the Omvana guided meditation on my phone, and then I started listening to this book. And then last night I laid down and I popped in Omvana, and he was like, "This is Lucian Lukovic." I'm like, "Oh, dude, it's that dude. It's you."
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
man.
like, "That's the guy. It's the dude."
So there's another app, if you want to check that out too, that is for
Headspace.
sleeping
Oh,
from Mind Valley, but it's called Domino.
oh, really? I didn't know. I didn't know
Check
about
that
that
shit
one.
out.
Domino.
Domino.
Huh.
And it'll help you go to sleep.
Excellent.
I guess
Well,
I
the other
need to
one.
use that shit tonight because I got to get some fucking sleep.
All right. So yeah, man, the Code of the Extraordinary Mind. That's amazing. I can't say too much about it because I'm only like on chapter 2, but I will tell you, holy shit, man, this dude's got a different way of thinking about things, which I think is awesome. When it comes to my business and things that I'm doing with regard to online marketing and online, whatever it is you and I are doing, Bennett, online stuff. Shailene Johnson from a podcast called Build Your Tribe. She's just an amazing woman. I am totally not in her demographic. She'll be the first one. She'll come out and say what her demographic is. It's like, you know, 40 to 55-year-old women, and I'm not in that demographic. However, the information that she gives with regard to business and how to tackle things, she's like really big into fitness too. So a lot of her business stuff really evolves around fitness as well, which I think is really cool. So if you have never checked her out, I highly encourage you. Build Your Tribe is the name of the podcast. Shailene Johnson. Another one, and this is kind of the dude that kind of got me going down the path of online business to begin with, and that's Pat Flynn, and he's got a blog and podcast by the same name called Smart Passive Income. And what's really cool about his podcast, the episodes that I find the most beneficial are the ones that he brings on guests or other people that are in, their business. And they're like case studies. And so they talk
Yeah.
about what they've done in their business, challenges that they've had, like, how they were able to get from here to there. Because what's so awesome about, and that's the thing, everybody hears these names like Zuckerberg and Elon Musk, and it's like everyone just sees them as they are now as extremely successful billionaires, but a lot of people don't realize that they started from somewhere. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And it was,
absolutely. Hey,
yeah,
you're on for like the next 3 minutes by yourself.
okay.
I got to take a little family time and say goodnight to my kids. So
Oh yeah,
just
man, no
roll
problem,
with
dude.
it.
Okay.
I'll be back in a minute. Hey, full
Yeah,
disclosure. All right.
full
See ya.
disclosure.
I'll
Go
be back
kiss him,
in a
tuck
minute.
him in. Yeah. So, um, but his family's on vacation in Florida. I wonder what he's really doing. Okay, so the next one, number 7, is I've always heard of Tony Robbins. I've heard of him, for years, and I've known him to be a motivational speaker and yada, yada, yada. But I never really listened to any of his stuff until recently. I've been, like I said at the beginning, being challenged with keeping an open mind and trying new things and different introspects and different. So, somebody told me that Tony Robbins got some pretty good stuff out there. So he's actually got a podcast that I've started listening to, and he's got some audio. Well, he's got a lot of audio programs, and I'm listening to some, and they're just. And again, he talks about introspection and a meditation and self-awareness, and it's all about state of mind. A lot of this is state of mind. Really, really good. I really encourage anyone. As a matter of fact, Bennett told me about a documentary on Netflix that's got Tony Robbins. It's called Tony Robbins, I'm Not Your Guru. And Bennett said, "Oh man, check this out." And so I did. I popped it in or turned it on one night, and it was just amazing. So if you've never seen that yet, I highly encourage you to go check that out. Very, very motivational. Number 8, something that motivates me. People that tell me that I can't. Oh my God. Go ahead and tell me that I can't do something, and I will just make it my mission in life to the end, to the nth degree, to prove you wrong. I kind of like when people tell me I can't do something, because I don't know, maybe it's just a competitive nature in me or something, I'm not sure. But yeah, so people that tell me I can't, yep, bring them on. Number 9, my children. My children motivate the hell out of me. They give me they're in my life. They are, they're the higher purpose, the higher meaning why we do, or why I do what I do, right? It's about legacy. It's about giving them, some opportunities that I never had growing up. And I think, isn't that kind of the job of every parent, is to at least attempt to try to give their children a better life than they had? Not saying I had a bad life, but I think every parent should strive to do that. And by doing that, or having that in the forefront of my mind, keeps my kids, their big motivations to me. And then number 10, my belief in myself. I believe that I am capable of doing whatever I put my mind to, because I've proven it time and time again. Everything I can't say that I've succeeded at everything that I've set out to do. I've definitely failed at many things I've set out to do. But when I put my mind to something, I will do it. I will get it done. And I got a lot of faith in myself, a lot of confidence and faith in myself, and it keeps me motivated because I know that I can. But I will tell you this, that would not be possible if I didn't have people in and around my life that supported me in my belief. You know what I mean? It's enough. I guess it's, at the end of the day, it's enough to believe in oneself. But man, it's so much easier when you've got people that surround you in your life that are also on your side, whether they are supportive, physically, like, driving you here and there and doing things for you, or supportive emotionally, or there if, you need to talk or get things off your chest, or you're having a bad day, or they're there for you just from a supportive standpoint, like a cheerleader, like encouraging you and letting you know you're doing a good job and to keep it up. So not having those types of people in and around your life doesn't make it impossible, but man, it sure makes it a lot harder. And that's a lot what Ben and I were just talking about a minute ago in terms of environment. I heard someone say one time, and I can't remember who this quote is attributed to now, but it might even be Tim Ferriss, I think was the first one to say, you are the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
So,
it comes
oh,
from
hey,
that
how
comes
you
from
doing?
great. So that comes from I don't know but now at this point it's just kind of like common knowledge because everybody says
Yeah.
it. I don't know
Right.
where it originated from, but you
Yeah.
never know.
But it's true though.
It's totally true.
It's totally
And
true.
that's what we're talking about with environment.
Right. I just said that.
Yeah. Well, I'll
You missed
say it
You
again.
missed that part.
Shit.
So that's it, man. So let me run through those really quick. My 10 things, my mastermind groups, my accountability partner, Mr. Bennett Tatton, the book, The One Thing, the other book, The Code of the Extraordinary Mind. Number 5, a podcast called Build Your Tribe by Shailene Johnson. Another podcast called Smart Passive Income by Pat Flynn. Mr. Tony Robbins. And number 8, People That Tell Me That I Can't. Extremely motivating. Number 9, my children, and number 10, my belief in myself. So those are my 10.
Awesome.
So there
So
you have it, man.
motivational speaker Jim Rohn, Rohn, famously said that we are the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with.
Oh, well, there you go. Jim Rohn.
Jim Rohn. And I have heard of him, but I can't say that. I know he's an older gentleman, but I don't know what his gig is. Motivational speaker.
I'll have to check it
Doesn't
out.
really matter. Oh, 1-year success plan. Jim Rohn, mentor to the masters. So makes sense. I know it was in a book, and I can't remember what book it was that he wrote that was in. But it is fantastic.
Well, if you figure it out, let me know. I'll put it in the show notes page.
Yeah.
And that wraps it up for us, man.
Yeah, man.
That was a good show. A lot of action stuff, a lot of information. Really a lot of information. Huh?
Trying to add value.
Yeah, man. That's what we do. So that's it. Huh?
And motivation. Get it on.
Absolutely.
Because trust me, if I can do it, Anybody can do it.
That's right.
For
Anybody can do it.
trust me.
Yep. You don't need all that. I mean, I weighed myself again this morning. I know I probably shouldn't say this. I'm not going to tell you how much I lost, but I'm heading in the right direction. I'll tell you that.
Exactly. I haven't weighed myself.
So,
I'm afraid. Scared.
all right. Any parting words, my friend?
I don't, man. Just freaking, except for, yes, I do. I guess I do have parting words. Is remember your goals and stick to the freaking plan that you have to achieve those goals.
Yes.
I've been saying
like
that. I've been saying that for 3 weeks now. So remember what your goals are. And if you have to take it hour by hour, if it's straight up like me yesterday, driving home from work, like Pavlov's dog, drooling all over myself because I was so freaking hungry and I literally had to drive through a gauntlet of fast food places.
Mm-hmm.
If it's just getting that minute by minute goal of not stopping to get a McChicken sandwich or a Whopper or whatever,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Willpower, man.
It's that,
You only have so much of it,
right?
so you need
So
to
you
rely
got
on something else.
but you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
at the end of it, it's about that getting from minute to minute, hour to hour, day to day, week to week, month to month. Just remember your goals and remember the plan you have to get there and stick to it.
And some people say, "Oh, take one day at a time." Sometimes you got to take it 1 minute at a time.
I know I do.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Trust me, man. I didn't
So
get
speaking of
309 pounds because I have a lot of willpower. I have a
right,
strong ass mind, and like if I put my mind to something, I can do it. But I still, I'm a human, man, and
yeah,
I like cheeseburgers. It's just a matter of what kind of cheeseburger I eat or what to eat
right,
it with. You
right.
know what I mean?
Now you got to be honest too. I mean, as we've been going, that we're week 3 now. We've been eating some really good shit, dude. I have.
Oh yeah,
I
no,
mean,
me too. I
mean,
haven't put out as many recipes, but man, this is like you have to understand, and you can ask any one of my close friends or family members. I literally like strive to cook like a gourmet chef at home. That's just what I do. So that's again part of the 60-day challenge. Are
right.
going to be recipes that literally I cook for my family every day.
Yeah.
And they are the bomb.
Speaking of recipes, Andrew even dropped one today on Facebook.
Oh, he sure
Did
did.
you see
With
that?
the rub, the steak rub.
Yeah.
I have a wicked awesome steak rub that involves coffee, chocolate, but raw chocolate, cocoa powder.
Yeah.
Man, it's freaking amazing. So
yeah, man, we're gonna do it up. 60-day challenge coming.
That's right.
It's coming right around the corner. So, speaking of chicken, as you know, I've got 4 roosters that I have to dispose of, really soon. So my plan was to butcher them this weekend.
Right.
And as you know, we're meeting up on Sunday.
You should
so I was
butcher at least one and give that shit to me. I'm just saying.
Well, I was saying I was going to butcher all. I was going to butcher all 4 of them on Saturday and clean them up and get them all ready, and I was going to bring 2 of them to you on Sunday. I'm going to put them in the the styrofoam cooler with some ice and all that shit. Yeah, man. So if you want some, like, I just want to know if you were down. I didn't want to lug.
No, man, I'm down. Of course, I'm down.
All right, I figured you would be. So now, would you like them feathered or defeathered?
Defeathered.
Okay.
If that's possible.
It's definitely possible.
The other reason the feather, I live in suburbia. You know what I mean? So, and I have we have dogs and shit, which you have dogs too, but it's you know what I'm saying.
Can you imagine bringing that shit home to Danielle?
Fucking kill me.
It'd be like, we're having chicken tonight. You got to help me pull the feathers off first.
Here, get the pot of boiling water, honey.
All right. So, yeah, you got 2 chickens coming your way, man.
That's the shit, dude.
Yep. I don't know how they taste, but I'm pretty sure they're going to taste like chicken.
I know one of them. I'm going to do like I'm going to cook that fucker down and do like broth and that whole thing and do like a bone broth with. Because they're free range, right?
Hell yeah. Yeah. Free range, man.
You're not feeding them freaking corn and, well, at least not right now.
No. Matter of fact, they've been eating really good
Yeah.
because I've been eating good.
Yeah,
I've
you
had
have
a
to pull
lot
them
of
off the
like
grain.
I've had like vegetable
Yeah,
scraps or
and
whatever,
that's
and
and that
I just
what
chuck it
they eat,
out there for them.
whatever they eat, the whatever's left
Yep.
over, the worms and bugs and all that other shit.
Oh yeah, man.
Damn it, dude, I'm jealous.
Yeah. So you got 2 chickens coming
You're
your
the
way.
man. You're the man.
Yeah, you just got to take pictures and the recipes we can put on the recipe book for like free range. We'll call it Eddie's free range chicken, and then whatever else you want
Yeah,
to call
man.
it. Be the name of it.
On it.
All right, that's it, man. Our show is wrapped up. Never miss an episode. Hit subscribe on your podcast player of choice. We have a lot more great content headed your way, including our new Motivation Mondays. Come be a part of our community. We've got the group where everybody can kind of talk about, like Andrew today shared his recipe. Actually, that was over on the 30-day WellFit Challenge page, but we've got one for Change Your POV. It's called Change Your POV Squad. Just head on over to Facebook and look up Change Your POV Squad. Come be a part of our squad, be a squad member. And then you can go over to our Facebook group, or I'm sorry, our Facebook page. Just Change Your POV, straight up Change Your POV. And that's where all of our crazy ass videos are. And you can see Bennett burning his fat shirt.
The freaking Viking funeral.
Yeah, and all of our other whiny ass videos that we put up there. So today was we're not whining. It was just today
Oh
was a rough
God, it was.
video, man.
Yeah, it was just reality though. That's all.
It is, man. It's the real shit.
So next time, if you give me a challenge to burn anything,
Yeah.
straight up going in a boat on the river, and I'm gonna do a flaming arrow into that shit.
Hell yes, man. That would be awesome. That'd be some good
I
shit.
don't know. I'm partial to the flamethrower.
Yeah, I like the flamethrower. That was a good touch. All right, that's all I got. So if you want to reach out to me directly, you could email me at eddie@changeyourpov.com. Thanks for tuning in. There are a lot of shows out there that you could be listening to, but you're listening to this one, and we appreciate it. We will talk to you next time.
Thanks for listening to Change Your POV podcast with Eddie Lazary. Check out more content by going to changeyourpov.com. And remember, your ability and willingness to change your point of view will open doors of opportunity.
Until next time.
Until next time.
Until next time. All right, man.
That was a good one.
That's it. That was a good show. We went from not knowing what the fuck to talk about to like a really good show.
Yeah, man.
All right.
It was sort of planned, but impromptu as well.
Right. Yeah.
And it's shit that we're passionate about. That's what really matters.
Yeah. And it's standing up. Do you notice the difference when I stand up?
I know I can. I know I tell a difference with myself.
Yeah. Yeah, I can tell too.
Smile.
Yeah, smile. Yes.
Smile.
We just laugh we're always fucking laughing on this show. All right, go to sleep, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Hopefully I can this time.
Yep.
Oh shit, dog. Oh, you have an iPhone, right?
Yeah.
So go to, or do you have it with you?
I do.
All right, go to settings.
Hold on. Yep.
Scroll down and go to display and brightness.
Yep.
Click on it says night shift. Do you see it?
Yeah. Yep.
Click on that.
Okay.
Turn on basically do the sunset to sunrise.
Where's that at?
What does it say? What's above there?
It says scheduled, manual, enable.
Hit it. It's scheduled.
Oh, there it is. Oh shit.
And then hit sunset to sunrise.
Okay.
All right. So now at night, after the sun sets, it's not your phone won't be that blue light.
Oh, no shit.
That actually fucks up your.
Yeah.
That fucks up your.
Oh, wow.
Your whatever. So it's kind of like a yellow.
Your receptors or whatever.
Yeah. Your melatonin receptors. So what happens is like if you watch TV. Now think about this. It's kind of funny, but it's just the way light works.
Mm-hmm.
So if you think about when you're watching TV in a room that's dark and you're not in that room. Now, if you're in that room and you're looking at the TV, you see all the different colors. If you're outside that room, what is the overwhelming color that you see?
Blue.
Yeah, it's that
Yeah.
blue haze, right?
Yeah.
That is the light that interrupts your melatonin receptors in your body.
Oh shit.
So
Really?
it's all of the light, regardless of the color. It could be a red t-shirt on there. You know what I mean? You see
Yeah.
red, but it still always has that blue. It's that blue light.
No kidding.
So yeah. So this is a filter that Apple got keen to. This was just on their last update too that they did it.
Really?
And you can have them on your computer as well too.
No shit. Well, I'm not on my computer that at night like that,
No,
but
but so within a half an hour of bedtime, you know,
this
you
should turn
stay away
down.
from white light.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
I might even leave this in the show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
This
true.
episode.
Yeah, it's true. Put it
I'll
as
just
like
leave
the
it.
intro or whatever.
I'll put it as the at the end. The like the blooper reel.
Yeah.
It'd be like bonus material.
Yeah. Bonus. Bonus.
Cool. All right,
Well,
man.
that's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, man. Fucking thanks, dude.
Yeah, man.
Well, you go get some sleep.
Nope.
Call me tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
All right, peace.